Hello everyone, welcome to this third part of the video for tenses. In the first and second part of the video, we learned about a simple tenses. Okay, so in this video, we are going to discuss about the continuous tenses. Okay, so in this video, I'm going to talk about past continuous tense. Okay, so past continuous tense, present continuous tense, and future continuous tense. So let's get started now. So continuous tense, as the name suggests, it is continuous. Okay, it is not like simple tenses. Okay, it is continuous. That means the action continues for some time. Okay, so here in continuous tense, we are going to talk about the action which continues for some time. Okay, so that is called continuous tense. Okay, we are also called this tense as progressive tenses. Okay, so we can call it a simple present continuous tense or present progressive tense or past continuous tense or past progressive tense and future continuous tense or future progressive tense. Okay, we can also call it as progressive tenses. Okay, so let's start with continuous tense. Okay, so as I told earlier, we have present continuous tense, past and future continuous tense or progressive tense. So first, let's get started with present continuous tense. Okay, so what is present continuous tense? The action which is happening now at this point of time. Okay, so I'm teaching, isn't it? So this is the process which is happening now and it is going to continue for a while, isn't it? So it is continuing the action which is continuing now. Okay, so that is present continuous tense, an action that is going on in the present. Okay, so that is present continuous tense. I am teaching. Okay, so you are listening. All these things are present continuous tense. It is quite easy to understand. Okay, so one more thing is there in present continuous tense. Okay, so if you want to talk about an action that is planned or arranged to take place in near future, you can write it in present continuous tense. Okay, the action which is planned or arranged to take place in near future. So here also you can write that sentence in present continuous tense. Yeah, let's see how to write a sentence in present continuous tense. Okay, so first you have to write am. Okay, so subject plus am or is or are. Okay, so you have to write any one of these things according to the subject. Okay, so verb plus ing. So here you have to write the base form of verb plus ing. Okay, so if the subject is singular, okay, so this keep this in mind, children. Okay, it is very important. If the subject is singular, you have to write is. Okay, so singular like he, she, or it. Here also one exception, that is I, without I. If the subject is singular, you have to write is and verb plus ing. Okay, if the subject is plural like we, you, they, you have to write are plus verb plus ing. Okay, if the subject is I, you have to write entirely different thing, that is am. Okay, am plus verb ing. Okay, so for example, he is writing. Instead of verb, we can replace it with write. Okay, so he is writing. She is writing. Okay, so we are writing. Okay, so you are writing. They are writing. Okay, I am writing. Okay, so this is how you have to frame a sentence in present continuous tense. Okay. So present continuous means the action which is happening now at this point of time. That is present continuous tense, and the action is continuing. Okay, so that is present continuous tense. Look at here. I'm leaving Dubai, leaving for Dubai this evening. So here, I is singular subject and I. If it is I, you have to write am. I am verb plus ing, leaving. Okay, leaving for Dubai this evening. So this is rule number 2. Okay, so the action which is going to happen in near future. So we are writing the sentence in simple present, present continuous tense. Okay, so let's move on to the second one. He is playing. Okay, he is playing now. So he is the subject here. If the subject is singular, you have to write is. Okay, he is and verb plus ing, that is playing now. Okay, the action which is taking place now. Okay, and yeah, they are singing. Okay, so here they is a plural subject, so you have to write are. Okay, they are sing plus ing, singing. You are reading. Okay, so this is how you have to frame a sentence in sim continuous tense. Okay, or progressive tense. Okay, present progressive tense or present continuous tense. Yeah, let's move on to past continuous tense now. Okay, so what is past? Okay, so before we move on to here, what is past continuous tense? So past continuous tense means the action which started in the past and it ended in the past. Okay, so the action which is also started in the past and ended. Okay, so starting and ending point is there in past, but the action continues for some time. Okay, so that is past continuous tense. Look at the timeline here. We are now at 8 p.m. Okay, but we started a work at 9 a.m. and the work continues till 5 p.m. Okay, so here the action which started in the past and ended in the past, but the action continues for some time in the past. So you have to write the sentence in past continuous tense. Okay, but if you want to talk about the point where you start or the point where you end, you have to write it in simple past. Okay, for example, look at your simple past. I started work at 9 a.m. So here started, okay, it is in simple past. So here we are talking about the point in which we started the work. Okay, so I finished the work at 5 p.m. So here also it is in simple past because we are talking about the point where we completed the work. Okay, but in past continuous tense, okay, if you want to write a sentence in past continuous tense, you have to talk about the whole process. Okay, the whole process of working. I was working from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. Here we are talking about the complete process of working, right? So you have to write the sentence in past continuous tense. Okay, so I was working from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. So here also I was working. Okay, so now let's see how we have to write a sentence in continuous, okay, past continuous tense. First, you have to write the subject and then was. If the subject is singular, like I, he, she, it. If the subject is singular, you have to write was. Okay, I was singing. Okay, so here also you should not use past form of verb. You have to use base form of verb plus ing. Singing. Okay, he was singing. Okay, she was singing. Okay, and if the subject is plural, you have to write where. Okay, you were singing. We were playing. They were reading. Okay, so this is how you have to write a sentence in past continuous tense. Okay, so again, I'm telling. So here it is past tense, past continuous tense. Even though it is past continuous tense, you have to write base form of verb plus ing. Okay, you should not write past form of verb because it is past continuous tense. Okay, so let me give some example. So this is an example for past continuous tense. Okay, so continuing during a period. Okay, so Sarah was studying all day. So here it is past. Okay, today Sarah is having an exam. So that she was studying all the day. Okay, all the day. So here we are talking about the continuous process of studying. So we are writing this sentence in past continuous tense. Okay, so look at here. Sarah is a singular subject. So you have to write was plus study plus ing. Okay, was studying all day. So continue during a moment. Okay, at 11 p.m. I was sleeping. So here, for example, someone is calling you. Okay, and they are asking that yesterday at 11 p.m. I called you, but you did not pick my call. Okay, so someone is asking like this to you now. Okay, then what will be your answer? Oh, at 11 p.m. I was sleeping. Okay, so at 11 p.m. when you called, I was sleeping. At that moment, there is a continuous process. Okay, I was sleeping. Okay, so continuing during moment. Okay, so here continuing when interrupted. Okay, so here two actions are happening simultaneously. Okay, so we are now here, we are explaining about yesterday's situation. Okay, this is past, and here we are having a we are doing a continuous action, that is having dinner. We were having dinner, they were having dinner when we arrived. So here they were having dinner. Having dinner is a continuous process, and suddenly there is some interruption. Okay, we arrived. Okay, so here they were having dinner. It is in continuous tense because it is continuous process. So you have to write it in continuous tense. When we arrived. So here we are talking about this point alone. So you have to write it in simple past. Okay, so they were having dinner when we arrived. So they need to keep down their spoons to open the door. Okay, so here now you are explaining the past action. So here also you have to write it in past continuous tense. Okay, so here I have given some more examples for you. I was watching movie when you called me. Okay, so here I is a singular subject. So you have to write was plus watch plus ing. It was raining when Priya left for work. It is also two actions. Okay, so it was raining. Raining is a continuous process, and when Priya left for work, second action, you need to write it in simple past. That is very important. Okay, so they were washing clothes. Okay, so they were washing clothes. Here also they is plural, so you have to write were washing clothes. Okay, let's move on to future continuous tense. So here in future continuous tense, this action, okay, so this is past and this is present and future action. In future, we need to continue some work. Okay, so for example, Michael will be jogging at 9. Okay, the action will start before and end at another time in the action. Okay, the action is going to start in future and it is going to end in future after some time. Okay, so this is also continuous process. That's why we are calling it as future continuous. Okay, so here Michael will be jogging at 9. Okay, so 9 o'clock is future, and so in this time Michael will be jogging. Okay, it is continuous action. Okay, he'll be jogging um, uh, when when we eat. Okay, so here also it is continuous process. Okay, future continuous means the continuous action which is going to start in future and end after some time in future. Okay, so here another example. Okay, she will be studying when his brother comes home. Okay, so here 10 a.m. to 11. Okay, so she will begin to study at 10 a.m. His brother will come at 11 a.m. Okay, so starting point is here. Okay, she is going to start from 10 a.m. and she is going to end at here. Okay, sometime after that. Okay, so here also you have to write it in future continuous tense. So how you have to write? First, you have to write the subject. Okay, so I, you, he, she, it, singular. Okay, for singular and plural, you have to write will. Okay, so it is very easy. Okay, there is no discrimination between singular or plural. For all the subjects, you have to write will and be. Okay, will be. Then base form of verb plus ing. I will be eating. Okay, you will be cooking. Okay, she will be eating. So here it is contracted form. I'll be crying. Okay, I'll be eating. She'll be. Okay, so all these are contracted form. Okay, I'll be, you'll be, he'll be, she'll be, it'll be. Okay, so you have to pronounce it like this. Okay, so this is about future continuous tense. Okay, so let's have a quick recap here. Okay, first we learned simple past tense, simple present tense, and simple future tense. Okay, so simple past tense, that means the action, okay, the action which happened in the past at the point of time. Okay, so that is simple past. And then now we learned past continuous tense, present continuous tense, and future continuous tense. Okay, I hope it's clear for you children. So thank you so much for watching. So in our next video, we are going to learn about perfect tense. So don't forget to see our next video. Thank you children. Bye bye.